there. Today is day 16 of the Draw the Circle Prayer Challenge. And on today, the topic is Lord, Surprise Me. And it's taken out of John, the 3rd chapter, where it talks about the wind and how you can't trace wind where it comes from. It can come through the trees and through the leaves, but you still don't know the pathway that it took to get those leaves to rustle or the tree to bend. And so that's just the mystery of God when He answers our prayers. We don't know how, we don't know when, but we know that God answers our prayers. And so I loved when he shared the experience of how he went in with his church and they had a prayer before God and they prayed this prayer ever since, and it was simple: Lord, surprise us. And so when we release God to just be who He is and what He's able to do in our lives, the Bible tells us that He's able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all we can ask or think, according to the power that worketh within us. And then he also shared how his grandmother phrased it. I love how she said, anything you can never always sometimes tell. Right? You can never always sometimes tell, basically saying, anything can happen. And that's what happens with God. We don't know how He's going to move, but we know that God is able. And our faith builds when we can settle in the fact of knowing that even when it doesn't happen when we want it to or how we want it to, we know that God is able. And so it concludes with the statement that God always has a holy surprise up His sovereign sleeve. Now that's a surprise I'm waiting for. I enjoyed this lesson on tonight, and I invite you to look forward to tomorrow with me on day 17 of the Draw the Circle Prayer Challenge as we get closer with Jesus. Talk to you soon.